Hey everyone, before I started this fun little video, I just wanted to apologize if it's needed for any slight movement in the camera on this one. The iPhone is precariously kind of sitting on a branch that every now and again is swaying in the wind. But I wanted to get out and get into nature. I do it every day, more and more so in the last few months. As I find it really helps top me up and kind of create, some positivity in myself that I can then bring back to work or to my family, friends, just life in general. It's just one of the simplest habits that we all know as children, and sometimes we forget in the busyness that we create around us. So today's little thought was really what kind of helped inspire a lot of this book. And it's just the phrase or the concept or the idea that goodness grows. Of course, we felt a lot of fear growing, a lot of dis-ease and uncertainty in these last few months since the turn of the year. But we also know that goodness can grow as well as fear. And my hope is that this little book can help you grow goodness on a few levels, whatever you feel is most relevant to you. The first is on a personal level, and growing goodness in our days by doing the stuff that brings positivity and brings peace, brings clarity, brings all the good stuff into our life. These are the habits that are featured in the book, the little practices, the stuff that we already know that we just have to come back to remembering and then kind of reintegrating, putting into our days, and then hopefully sharing those with others, because that's where the magic also kind of grows, is as you learn stuff and as you practice stuff, just share them lightly with others. We all have to find our own mix and our own rhythm and our own things that help us. But it's a beautiful gift in just sharing. And that really links into the second part of the Goodness Grows concept, which is around community. And I hope, and I'm certainly starting to feel the beautiful shoots of community growing in these last months as people slow down. They start to smile more at each other on the streets and start to give back in whatever way they can. And giving back then leads into the third part of the Goodness Grows idea, which is just stopping and taking time, dissolving some of the distraction that we often live in, to think about how we can give back in our lives. And one of the things I'm really excited for with this little book is the three incredible charity partners who hopefully we'll be able to support as you buy and you share this book with friends and with colleagues and with people that that just need some help in these times. The three charities that I'll get into in more detail in some of the videos that will follow and have some chats with some of the amazing leaders and employees and people creating great impact are Reforest Now. They are helping replant and reforest so much of what was destroyed after the fires, the turn of the year in December and January across Australia. Much of what has been kind of forgotten, as COVID has taken over the news cycles. And then the other two charity partners are in the mental health space and helping people who are really struggling in this time. And one of those is A Stitch in Time. Greg Heyer and his team over in WA doing an amazing job in just helping to mentor and sit with people and coach children 12 to 25 years old through some of the challenges that they're facing as they grow into life. And he's also created an e-learning platform that's helping with children to help themselves effectively, and already has 10,000 subscribers and people using the platform. And we just want to help. So every time you buy a book, it will help Greg, it will help the team at Reforest Now, and also the team at Lifeline on the Northern Beaches, who are experiencing some of the busiest times in their 50 years history. And yet what they're doing every day, the 600 plus volunteers and the small team there, is they just helping people, being present for people on the phones, on email and face to face, to bring people back right on the edge of kind of mental health issues and suicide. It's some of the most inspiring work that I've certainly been kind of blessed to get access to. And so these three charity partners will receive 50% of the sales from every book. And the rest of the money will also then go back to the friends who have been so generous even in their tough times in the last 2 or 3 weeks in turning this little book and this little idea into a reality. So I hope as you step into this day, you're able to grow a little goodness in yourself, to spread it out into the community, and then beyond, and see what you can do as we start to recreate the new world, as we emerge into this very first few steps of life post-COVID.